Let's talk about something every transplant recipient has heard from their medical team. The minute you're stable after surgery, they want you moving. Not running a marathon, not lifting weights, but not like training like you're we're getting ready to join the Avengers or something, but just walking because it's a gentle exercise to do while you're recovering and it's safe. And here's the part that no one talks about. Once you're healed, once you're home, once the appointments slow down and life gets back to normal-ish again, walking somehow becomes one of the things that you forget. It's wild, right? We walk like our lives depend on it in the hospital because we want to get out of there. And then once we're better, we're like, oh, movement? Never heard of it. So today, I want to remind you why walking still matters no matter how far out you are from your transplant. Aloha, friend. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this channel is all about life after transplant, the honest parts, the hopeful parts, and the no one warned me about this parts. And today, if you haven't guessed, I'm talking about walking, the thing you're already doing, but not giving nearly enough credit. And hey, listen, if you've ever felt overwhelmed by the idea of getting active after your transplant, you're safe here. I like to keep it simple, sustainable, and enjoyable because walking is about to become your new best friend. Plus, stay with me to the end because I have a special announcement about a challenge that you are going to want to know about. So, let's begin with just some information about walking. So, walking is not less than, it's not just walking, and it is one of the safest, most powerful, most transformative exercise you can do post transplant. And the research backs it up. So, let's talk about the benefits of walking after transplant, also known as why walking is basically a prescription you don't need a copay for. So, it has improved, one of the benefits is improved cardiovascular health. So, your heart. Transplant recipients, sadly, are at higher risk for heart issues, no thanks to the immunosuppressive medicines, the pre transplant conditions you may have had, and the overall stress that your body has been through. And walking improves cholesterol, can help lower blood pressure, and support your overall cardiovascular system. It's simple, it's low impact, and yes, the research shows that it does make a real difference. Benefit number two, enhanced lung function. So, if you are a lung transplant recipient, this one is huge. Studies show that walking literally improves your lung capacity and your exercise tolerance. So, when you're out there walking, you're not just getting steps in, you're literally training your lungs to live their best new organ life. And of course, it's beneficial even if you aren't a lung recipient. Benefit number three is better gastrointestinal health. So, for liver and intestinal transplant recipients, walking is like a love letter to your digestive system. And by the way, for transplant individuals in general, because the medicines tend to give us sometimes not so lovely um, gut issues. So it helps with gut motility, reduces constipation, eases bloating, and helps things, well, move along. And if you've ever stared at your meds at night and thought, why does this pill do that to my stomach? Walking can be your ally. Benefit number four is improved mental health and quality of life. So let's talk about feelings. Something that post transplant mental health, because post transplant mental health is no joke. And it's something that my doctors never discussed with me. I have a feeling maybe yours didn't either. But Anxiety, depression, fear of rejection, body changes, it's all of a lot. And so to combat this, walking. Walking reduces anxiety, it lifts your mood, and it boosts your mental clarity. Your brain loves movement. Your nervous system loves routine. Your emotions love fresh air and sunlight. That's the other benefit of walking outside, by the way, in nature. It's an automatic booster. And even as little as 10 minutes a day can change how you feel. Benefit number 5 is stronger bones and muscles. So, again, thanks to the immunosuppressants, especially those pesky steroids, bone density takes a hit and muscle mass also takes a hit. Your energy levels, another hit. So, walking helps to rebuild muscle, it helps to maintain bone strength, and it can protect you from osteoporosis. In fact, many years ago, I was diagnosed with osteoporosis, but have since reversed it. And I'm fairly certain it's because of all of the walking that I do. We're not trying to be bodybuilders. We're just trying to keep the skeleton very sturdy and the muscle mass intact and present because you do tend to lose muscle mass as you age. Number 6 benefit, boost immunity. Now, don't panic. We're not trying to boost the immune system to the point where it starts to, freak out your newly transplanted organ. But moderate, safe movement can help to reduce inflammation and support your overall health. And reducing inflammation is the big one. So for transplant recipients, feeling physically stable is everything. And benefit number 7 supports weight management. So between the meds and recovery, weight changes are super common, but walking really helps to regulate your weight in a gentle, sustainable way, without putting stress on your body. No diets, no shame, just movement. So let's talk about how to start walking safely post-transplant without overwhelming yourself or your body. So, like I said earlier, start small, like 10 minutes small. Gradually begin to increase the amount of time or the intensity based on what your healthcare team recommends and how you feel. Aim for the standard 150 minutes per week if you're cleared for it, but you don't have to do that immediately. Again, just taking those 10 minutes. I remember post transplant, when I got home, I walked with my aunt around the block. It was a very slow walk, and we probably did 10 to 15 minutes, but I walked with her and gradually built up my stamina and start to feel better. Began to feel better, and so then I increased the amount of walking that I was doing so that we were actually walking around the block. Her block was huge, by the way, not your typical block. But that's what I did, and that's what I remember doing, and I'm so glad that I did. So it's a good starting point post recovery. You can use a pedometer or a fitness tracker if you love numbers, which is always great because you can't measure what you don't track. But if you don't love doing that, or if you don't have one, your body is perfectly is the perfect measuring tool to know when it's too much, and then you can slow down or stop. It's a good idea to hydrate before, during, and after, especially if it's in the summertime and you're walking outside. Ask me how I know. And most importantly, of course, is to listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, slow down, stop, or check in with your provider. So, since the holidays are right around the corner, I wanted to discuss why December is the perfect month for a walking challenge. December may hit differently for you. There's the emotions, the memories, the cold weather, the food rituals, family stress. It's a lot to handle all at once. But here's what walking gives you. It gives you a routine. It's grounding, it's a stress reliever, it's movement without overwhelm, and it's something to focus on that's just for you. Which brings me to the Don't Wait for January Walking Challenge. Yay! Why the name? Because you've had an organ transplant and your health doesn't have the luxury of taking a day off. So while many other challenges begin in January, and then, by the way, they drop off after 2 weeks because people don't do it anymore, I wanted to get a jump start on the holiday season. So I thought, why not begin a challenge in December? And because it's me and I like simple, this is how it works. Are you ready? Walk every single day in December. Any distance, any pace, any location, any time, any ability level, you define the win. It's your body. So here's how it'll work. I'll be posting weekly check ins, tips, and motivations, and a whole lot of encouragement via a private Facebook chat group because you are not doing this alone. You don't have to do it alone. In fact, there is already a community of organ transplant recipients just like you who have said yes to this challenge and are waiting in the chat group, waiting to meet you, and everybody is figuring out their goal right now. So, if you want in, drop walking in the comments below or join via the link in the comments. And let's do this together. This challenge is not about burning calories. It's not about hitting 10,000 steps, unless that's your goal. And it's not about perfection. It's about honoring your body that has carried you through a major surgery and is fighting to keep you here so that you can thrive in your second chance. So let's walk into December with intention and let's do it together. It'll be fun. And of course, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe for more real talk about life after transplant. And I'll see you in the next video or out on a walk.